So I guess we'll talk about this because it's been going around a lot lately. I've been seeing a lot of different reports about this. So maybe I'll do a little bit of live and give my opinion on this shit. Just seems to me that there's no truth to it. And I've also read reports that they plan on extending him for 3 years. So it just seems, I don't know, seems like it's not true to me. Seems like they want the Steelers to lose. They're trying to write something and manufacture something that's not true. I guess they reported it during the Browns game, though, or the game tonight, that Mike Tomlin's going to evaluate maybe possibly stepping away from the team. The Browns are terrible. I can't believe they lost that bad. I thought it would have at least been a good game. I even picked the Browns to win, but I mean, damn, Browns are the Browns, I guess. But I don't think he's out, honestly. I keep hearing these reports, man, seeing different things. Seen one saying he's going to go to Alabama. Why would he go to Alabama? It just don't make no sense. And getting fired would make no sense. Even Troy Polamalu said it would make no sense for him not to be on the team next season because it wouldn't make any sense. It would be stupid for him not to be on the team, and it doesn't make any sense. And for him to go to Alabama, I mean, I guess if they gave him major money, but I don't think he's going to make that much more with Alabama than Pittsburgh. And Mike Tomlin is chasing a legacy right now. So I don't know. Seems too good to be true. And he's still on contract for 1 year. So why is he just going to walk away? I mean, he's signed the contract. I know he's just going to up and leave all of a sudden. I mean, it just seems silly to me. Seems like, I don't know, somebody trying to manufacture a story. They might not even play on Monday now. They say I've been seeing things they might play on Tuesday now. I don't even know. It's crazy, man. But this has been the third report I just seen that Tomlin might be out of town and wants to go to I don't know, who knows, man. It just seems, I don't believe it. In Alabama, I don't know. To leave the Steelers, go to Alabama, don't make no sense. He's playing in the NFL, the highest level pretty much there is. And he's playing for a legacy, honestly. And he can really, if he goes on to win this game and the next game and the next game, like, he'll have a really, really great legacy. He loses this game, he's going to get bashed. So, who knows? Maybe that's why he's thinking, oh, I don't know. Can't win. I'm just going to step away. But I just don't think it would be. Hopefully, the win goes against the Ravens rather than the Texans. Well, regardless, if we win, we have to go against the Ravens. We're the 7th seed. They're 1 seed. So no matter what, whoever would happen, we're going to have to play the Ravens. But in like the Alabama thing, too, he'd have to go from the Steelers being basically considered by the league. You agree with it or not, every pretty much CBS, Fox, pretty much all the mainstream ones put him in the top 3, if not top 5, if not top 10, at very worst, coaches in the league. So why would he just walk away, especially when we have this team that's offense is so young right now, a defense that is locked down, which is basically he's known for as being a defensive coach. And there's one dude saying he doesn't develop talent. Well, Minka Fitzpatrick's like, oh, he doesn't get credit for TJ Watt. Why shouldn't he? Cam Hayward. I mean, yeah, they're great athletes coming out of college, but they're all great athletes coming out of college. Look at the Browns, who get all these great draft picks every year, and they never develop any talent. And all these teams that pick in the top 10 every year, and they pretty much perennial stay picking in the top 10, even with all this great talent. So it goes a lot to the coaching and organization. Yeah, the Steelers are a great organization. It probably helps Tomlin definitely in his success, but that's what it's a team, it's a collective, it's a unit at all phases. Not even just on the field, defense, offense, special teams. And I've been talking about that shit all year too, man. So why would he go try to just leave, just up and leave his legacy behind that he's building with the most storied franchise in the league? And he's literally like 20, 30 wins away from passing Chuck Noll in history. And he can like literally finish his career top five coach all time in NFL wins if he like continually does it. And I've seen reports that the Rooneys are going to extend him 3 years. So obviously, one of these so-called quote unquote news organizations are printing lies, like literally lies. Like I don't even know because Mark Madden says something, it's true. More, and he's still doubling down on it, saying that it's true that Kenny didn't want to play. And he's doubling down on it, and he's trying to say Tomlin's disrespected Mason Rudolph and stuff. Doesn't even make any sense. I don't even pull up his article. It was so dumb. It's ridiculous. I mean, that could be possible. I mean, if they lose this game, Madden's already starting to bash him. Stephen A. Smith is already bashing him. He said, "I heard they're not going to win. They don't have a chance. Yeah, they can beat the Buffalo Bills. The standard isn't the standard anymore." Blah. I heard Stephen A. with Pat McAfee. So there's a lot of people in the Berg wants him out. Mark Madden. Stephen A's like leading the charge right now. It's crazy. I can't believe it. He's mad. It's his ego. It's like I swear these writers, they want him to fail because that's what they're writing. They've been writing. So they lavish when he does to just pile on. And if he loses his playoff game, they're going to pile on. And I mean, Pete Carroll just got fired. They're moving away from Bill Belichick. So I mean, but Bill Belichick's getting pretty old, and Pete Carroll kind of got more of like a general manager. She's like a general manager. It's not like he got fired. He kind of got a raise more than anything. He got promoted within the organization. And, they probably do need to bring in a defensive mind to help their defense around because their defense sucks. It's terrible. It's trash. So they need help on that end of the ball. So, you put Pete Carroll upstairs, help build the teams, and then, you bring in a defensive mind to help build some defensive talent. And he's getting pretty old too. Tomlin's still young. Belichick's old as hell. He might die tomorrow. Seriously. That's how old he is. You never know. He gets COVID. He's done. He goes out there without a mask on in this weather, in this torrential fucking snow, we get state of emergency snow. It's over. There's no more Bill Belichick. I don't even know about Starner. There's a lot of fans. Madden, dude, is the big one, bro. A lot of fans on Twitter, everywhere. I just don't pay attention to YouTube, honestly. I know there's a lot of YouTube legends and shit out here, but I don't just read people on YouTube. Mark Strum on YouTube, really. You and Stautner have been beefing for a long time, and you guys, I don't know, you guys got it's like you and real shit. You guys have been battling for so long. But I don't see him going nowhere. Not at all. I really don't. I see him getting extended. I wonder where it's like. I didn't really read to where it surfaced, but it's probably surfaced from like I don't even know, Trib or something. But one of those big organizations have reported it now. I mean, everybody ran with the Kenny Pickett shit, and I don't really think it was true, honestly. And I don't think Kenny Pickett's that good, but I don't think he would be like, "Oh, I'm not going to be a backup." Just like, I mean, he'd probably be pissed about it, but anybody would. But I don't think he would be like, "Oh, I'm not going to be the backup." We ain't going to need a new head coach. If we were going to get a new head coach, let's just say That would be tough. I guess they would have to go in an offensive direction. Kind of like the Seahawks are probably going to go in a defensive direction. Something like that. I mean, if they're going to go and pull that move, I mean, they made the playoffs, bro. So, like, it doesn't make sense to me. And especially to report it right now before the game's even over. What if we win? What if we win? I mean, yeah, everybody's predicting us to lose and saying it's over, bro, but it ain't over till it's over. And any given Sunday, bro, even though it's not Sunday because the game had to get canceled because of snow, who knows when this game's going to be? So this game's, I don't know, pretty crazy. The NFL's changing, though, for sure. They got games streaming on this damn, all these streaming apps now. 7 seeds. Everything for an extra game, man. Seriously. And then they talk about how they care about player safety and shit. I mean, maybe it's not so much this, but like having all these extra games for players, it's not helping player safety, and it's not helping limit injuries. It's only creating more injuries, making players have to play in a short week, more and more and more and more and more, and then having an extra week on the season and an extra playoff team in there. It's all about the dollar bills, y'all. Cash flows everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. I just pulled. Yeah. See, just like this, sometimes I don't like to talk about everything because this, I think it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's not even worth really talking about. What they put out, it's going to be all off season too. Bunch of bullshit. Guess I should be talking about the Cleveland game, but I really don't care about. I mean, so, Chiefs game. Yeah, that's what I thought for the Chiefs game. I don't really care about that game. And really, I see a couple channels even talking about it, how the NFL scripted. I've been talking about that 777 shit. And I see this other dude doing some shit. What's the significance of the number 7 in the Steelers? They're doing it. They're running with that shit too. And this other channel, Gematria Effect. A lot of people say the NFL scripted. Even players came out and said the NFL scripted. I see you in my comments all the time. Sometimes, man, you're always. What are you, a Ravens fan? I forget what you are exactly. I forget if you're a Ravens fan or what, man. Pretty sure you're a Ravens fan though. I want nothing more to come beat. Oh, it's perfect. It's set up just for us to beat their ass and then come beat your ass. Oh man, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be great because we own Lamar Jackson. That's why the Ravens fans is coming in here and hate. You get a few of them. You got a few little Ravens fans that could drop comments every once in a while. This one who shows up every once in a while out of the blue. He just pops up out of there. He is, the little haters. Oh shit! I haven't heard from you in a while, you little hater. Forget his name too. It's like Aaron Butler or something. I think his name is. He's our little hater. Shout out to Steelers fan. But yeah, I don't think it makes any sense for Tomlin to go nowhere. I mean, is this a win of a season if we lose? Like, be honest. We're only supposed to win 8.5 games this year, according to Vegas. So Vegas don't want us here. The Raiders don't want us here. Nobody really wants us here. Even Roger Goodell doesn't want us here. He wants a different brand of football. He does. They love the passing game, this Kansas City shit and all that stuff. But what's crazy is it's crazy. It's like the weather's ridiculous there, but they still had their game. So it goes, they probably see the difference is they probably have a conservative governor or some shit like that. I don't know too much about their governor, but that probably has something to do with it, man, because that was like it was coming down like crazy. So you want Titans coach, Mike Vrabel? I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, people want Tomlin hired. I was listening to Brandon's video when Pete Carroll got fired and shit, and how like all the possible. He wants Brian Flores, who's like not even like a defensive coordinator on a team, to be his head coach. So I mean, if Tomlin really does go, I'd say we just give him the raise, or maybe our D coordinator, Terrell Austin. That's if that's what that would be a Steelers type of move that would happen. Like, seriously, I would see that happening over going Vrabel. Because I think our defense is fucking elite, bro. Our defense is elite, bro. And we have these players locked down. And I think Herbig can come in and make plays this game. That Joey Porter Jr. matchup's going to be huge, and he's still a rookie. Herbig's a rookie. Benton's been playing great. He's a rookie. I mean, there's still a couple positions that maybe, like I'd say, like Pat Pete's an okay number 2 corner. But we don't, you know what I mean? If you could have another corner to go along with JPJ that is like, that is just, he's going to get you good games and can force some turnovers with Minka. And then if they can get somehow, like even this next in the offseason, just get a first-round pick inside linebacker, just a guy like a Shazier that can actually fill those shoes, that has that speed to get sideline to sideline, that in those dime and nickel situations, he can come up with big plays and cover these tight ends. Like, those are gonna be like, that's a big matchup in this game, is these tight ends that they got. So, and we are really, at the linebacking core, we're banged up. No TJ and a lot of inside linebackers. I mean, we got lucky, like I keep saying, with finding Jack and even Jaden Smith. But I don't even know if Jaden Smith's playing or not. I haven't even looked into that yet. He might be, honestly, because he's good enough. You could probably just plug him right in there with his defense as like the third wheel behind Jack and Roberts. But oh, damn. So that's wild. I don't know, man. Like, I guess it was that bad. I did hear the power was out up there and shit, but if it was that bad in Kansas City, I don't know. I don't know, man. But I guess all the teams came to an agreement with it, whatever. So who knows if it gets moved till Tuesday? Because I've seen even reports saying that, too. I would hate that, honestly. I want to watch that game so bad tomorrow. I think our defense definitely can force turnovers, and I think that's going to be how we win the game, is the turnover battle. I predicted three, a Minka, a Highsmith forced fumble, so 2 interceptions, a Highsmith forced fumble, and a Herbig interception. Holmes busted his helmet. Who's winning that game right now? So that road to Kansas City's still there. I was told Taylor Swift. He says, "I'm waiting for you. He's got a date with you in Kansas City." You just got to get through Buffalo. Hmm. I agree. I said that too. Our running backs are definitely better. Hmm. It's a good comment. I can't believe how bad the Browns got embarrassed. Like, I'm not even going to talk shit on the Browns anymore, honestly. As much as I used to hate on the Browns, I don't know. I'm off it. They keep getting so much hype and they never deliver. So, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are dominating the Miami Dolphins right now and the Baltimore Ravens. Team definitely can't think any of this shit sweet right now. Like I said, that's when I haven't been saying it much this year. A couple times I've got the shit ain't sweet rants up, but like this shit ain't gonna be sweet. I mean, these are gonna be all three games on the road. And we had a huge advantage in this weather game. And I was been talking like we had it with the weather that gives us a huge advantage. Now, I mean, it might still be bad, but it won't be nothing like it is. The winds were supposed to be gusting and it's supposed to be getting crazy. I think they're shutting down the at like 8 tonight. They probably are already shut down or whatever. And Baltimore does look always bad against us. They really do. I will say that. I would much rather play Baltimore in the next round than Miami or Kansas City. And then if we get to the AFC Championship, it just goes to the point, why are we going to get rid of Mike Tomlin? The Steelers, why would they fire him, for one? For two, why would he walk away? Because he has this team, like I keep saying, all these great players locked down, young players that have been stepping up also around those great players on defense. And there's still some things that we need to figure out on offense, but we got cap room and we got draft picks. So we can make a few new investments to the offense and even add an investment or two to the defense to get better next year. And hopefully Benton and Porter and these young guys who've been great this year put in the work in the offseason and they build off what we did this year and come back better next year. And I could honestly see that being a possibility. Because Cleveland now what are you going to do? Sign Joe Flacco? And then I seen like the Deshaun Watson's contract, something ridiculous. I mean, he's making like $60 million or something ridiculous like that. So what the hell is Cleveland going to do? So they're going to end up losing talent somewhere, somehow, with all that money going to the quarterback. Like I think the salary, I don't know what it is. It's like 250, 250 million, 300 million, 350 million, whatever the hell it is. So that's at least like 20% of your goddamn salary cap. Deshaun Watson, who's terrible, who's been on the bench and really hasn't been any reason you're there and was the reason you started off slow really in the beginning. It's funny, I used to troll Quantrell Bishop all the time and he stopped doing videos about Cleveland and shit because he's wrong. He's blaming Stefanski and shit and how Stefanski sucks. And he got him there with Joe Flacco, man. So I don't know. Was that his decision to bring in Watson? I don't know. Whoever made that decision You got to think his job should be on the line, bro. If Tomlin's job's on the line every day, whoever made that decision, his job should be on the fucking line. I'm sorry. Like, who's their GM's name? I forget what his name is. But that dude, forget his name. I think Mason Rudolph, if we give him a chance to get better, he can be really good. I mean, this is only what, like his fourth year in the league or something, fifth year in the league. Quarterback is like really only gets better with age. So, I mean, he's got a big arm. He's young. He's willing to stand in the pocket. He's got talent around him. And he's been with the system for a long time. Brett Favre didn't start in his career early. First, like 2-3 years. Steve Young didn't start early. Aaron Rodgers played behind Favre. Jordan Love was playing behind Rodgers. Now the Packers are back in the playoffs again somehow, some way. And they got a chance over Dallas. It'd be hilarious if the Cowboys lose that game. That would be hilarious if they lose to the what are they? The 9-7. What are the Packers record? 9-7 or some shit like that. 10-7, 8-7. I don't even know what their record is. Not good though. I think they're 7 seed too. That would be hysterical if the Cowboys lost to them. Dak chokes to Jordan Love. How funny would that be? Just like if Josh Allen chokes to Mason Rudolph, that would almost be just as funny. That would be great. That's that's the most Cleveland thing ever. Asshole, you're the man. He used to coach for Cleveland, and they fired him. And then, not only that, Bill Cowher used to be a coach for Cleveland too. And then he went to Pittsburgh, and he won a Super Bowl. And Cleveland is still yet to win a Super Bowl. I heard Stottner going wild on the Browns, saying they ain't gonna ever win Super Bowl and talking all kinds of shit. That's funny. I definitely root over the Packers over the goddamn Cowboys any day. Fuck the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, man. That'd be hilarious if they lose. And I can see it happening. In Jerry's world. That's what's even better about it. And the Packers are they're not that good. They're just not. So, I think this report's nonsense. I mean, what? I can make a whole video about it. Or let's just keep it simple. And I think this video is nonsense. Or that's not the report's nonsense. He's not going nowhere. He's 1 year left on his deal. They gonna fire the guy? That's just not how the Roonies do business, man. What are they gonna fire him for exactly? Having like the best resume in the league past 2 decades, making the playoffs when you weren't supposed to, in the best division in football, and you lose to a team that was basically predicted to be the best team in the damn AFC behind the Chiefs in the playoffs. I mean, it takes time to build a team. And they're talking about rebuilding. The Steelers need to rebuild. What? Rebuild what? What? We are rebuilding. Around TJ, around Minka, and around that defense. That's what we're doing. We are currently rebuilding. That is what is happening. Some of these free agents we signed this year are just rentals, plug-in players. And then they'll be gone. And then we can find another guys or sign people that we think we should sign, draft players. Even make trades. It seems like Omar Khan's a little bit more quicker on a trigger to make trades, opposed to Kevin Colbert, who never did that for the longest time. So who knows? Maybe they might shake things up that way too in off season. There's a lot of things and variables that can happen in off season to make this team a lot better going into the next season. And this year, compared to last year, like I think the quarterback class is way, or not last year, but yeah, last year when Kenny got drafted, I think the quarterback class is just way deeper. You got Phoenix, you got Bo Nix, you got JJ McCarthy, you got that boy from LSU. You got a lot of quarterbacks that the Steelers can draft to bring in this roster and bring in competition. And you can have a three wheel rotation at the quarterback room. Who knows? I guess that LSU dude's supposed to be real mobile, and we probably ain't going to get him. We ain't going to have the draft pick to get him. So you're thinking of Phoenix. You're thinking of maybe J.J. McCarthy late. If you can get a Bo Nix in the second or third, Bo Nix, I'm surprised how many passing yards he has in the NCAA. But he's like a dual threat type of quarterback too. Maybe a Drew Brees. I don't know. He wasn't accurate early in college, but I don't know. I was looking up Mason's stats and who has the most passing yards, and I seen him. I can't believe he's that high on the list. So I remember when he was at LSU. But Oregon's a totally different offense, so I don't know. I haven't watched much of him in Oregon. He was good at LSU, but not like this. Nah, I can't believe. Bills got nobody stop Darnell Washington. I mean, I don't think we get him involved too much in the passing game, to be honest. I would like to see us getting him more involved in the goal line, but it's like, dude, all year long we haven't been able to sustain any type of drive or put any type of drive together at all whatsoever. So it's like you don't even have that many opportunities to even throw the ball to him in the goddamn red zone because we're never in the goddamn red zone. We can't even pick up a goddamn first down. And I was looking at the Bills' stats, and one thing they are very good at, not very good at, the best at in the entire NFL is third down conversions. And that has been a huge Achilles heel of the Steelers' offense. But it looks so much better with Mason Rudolph, and the offense is so much more efficient. And sustaining drives is going to be a very, very huge key to victory in this game. And keeping the ball out of Josh Allen's hands in that offense. So I've been talking shit about that Cook and Stephon Diggs in that matchup. And it's going to be a great matchup. And I think that it's kind of upsetting and it's kind of disrespectful that the NFL just really discounts Pittsburgh this much. And they made Cleveland a 2.5-point favorite in Houston, by the way. And Houston humiliated them badly. And that's basically what they're saying the Bills are going to do to the Steelers, one of the best defenses in the league and one of the best organizations in NFL history and one of the best coaches in the league, ranked by these same people. So, I don't know, man. That's what I've been saying. It's not about the court. I mean, yes, it's nice to have a great quarterback, but a quarterback needs guys around him too. Like Brett Favre needed Amon Greens to hand the ball. Brett Favre needed Najee Davenports to hand the ball, and let me think of someone I can't. Donald Driver was a great receiver that he used to throw the ball to. Javon Walker was a great receiver he used to throw the ball to. He used to have some good tight ends too. They used to throw the ball to. Peyton Manning, when he came to Denver, that team was loaded with wide receivers. He had Demaryius Thomas, Wes Welker, and Decker. And the defense was ridiculous. Forget about it, bro. The defense was insane. Tampa Bay. They had an insane roster. Plug Brady in. Boom. You win a Super Bowl. This defense, you plug in, like if we find a Ryan Shazier, boom, this defense is literally with no brainer number one in the league. If we can find a great inside linebacker, all pro level inside linebacker, I think that will just really put us over the top, man. He can play pretty much anything, Minka Fitzpatrick. Honestly, if you want him to play linebacker in a nickel situation, Minka probably could do that, dude. And maybe they can do that. Maybe they might have to do that to match him up, especially if we get them in third and long situations, to get him matched up on some of these tight ends. Like them, especially on third down, the middle of the field. It's where they can really attack our defense. And this is why we need to get a lead early so they can't just dink and dunk it, bump, bump, bump over the field. And Josh Allen is going to be running the ball. We're 13th in the league in rushing. They're 7th in the league in rushing. And I don't think it's because they have better running backs than us. I think it's a running back by committee was what they do. They have a multitude of people, Leonard Fournette, Cook, probably another guy, and Josh Allen that comes in and gets reps in rushes. And so they got to stay on their toes. And they probably definitely mix in some misdirection with Stephon Diggs and some end arounds and shit. But no Gabe Davis. That is a weapon on their offense. And it's not like a TJ Watt, but hey, who knows now, though, with this who knows when they're even going to play now? I don't even know. I keep seeing different reports. That would be nice. Another safety would be nice. I had to go along Minka. I don't disagree with that. Then you'd have Casey. That would be nice. I don't know if I want to put like a high draft pick on that, though. If that's me personally. I think that would be nice if you could find like an all pro guy like that to go with Minka, like a Tyrann Mathieu or some shit like that. They always rumor him coming to the Steelers too, and I wish that would happen. Honestly, him and Minka, oh my god. Now with JPJ, I mean that's the main reason where everybody is counting us out. Like I've been saying, like we're healthier than we've been all year. Like on offense, particularly though, which has been so bad. Like DJ was hurt for the first like 6, 7 weeks, all right, and he's the highest paid player on offense. Like I'm trying to think who's higher paid than him on offense, and I can't think of anybody. There isn't anybody higher paid than DJ on the offense, and Pat Fryermuth was sidelined for weeks. Injuries to the offensive line and changes to the offense. Oh, 3 different quarterbacks, firing of an offensive coordinator, and one of our but Chooks might be the highest paid. DJ or Chooks are one of the highest paid people on his team, and Chooks is got benched. Think about that. Saying Mink is a far safety and not a strong safety. He wants somebody to play side of Minka that can smack while Minka plays in ball hawks and picks shit off. And then you have another guy that comes up and kind of covers the middle of the field. And that's going to be huge and key in this game because, like on a 3rd and 6, like on a 3rd and 7, it's a nice, easy 1-2 drop. Quick, nice little curl dig route to the tight end. And if you have a nice safety that can come up over that tight end when he wants to catch that ball over the middle and just clap him and force the ball out like an Ed Reed or some shit, that would be nice to have. But having KZ back is nice to have, though, too. And Bo's got some size out there. So who knows what we'll get out of that dude? Because he's been making plays. So with the guys we've been signing off the street, we've been fucking been making some goddamn noise. And Herbig, every time he gets an opportunity, makes some goddamn noise. And now this is the biggest opportunity of his life right now to make some goddamn noise against this team. Highsmith, too. He got the contract, so go out there and earn that shit. What? Shit. It's a lot of trash talk going on. And I mean, he was a big diva for them in the offseason. So the microscope's really on the Bills more. It's really, there's nothing to lose for the Steelers. We can just go out there and just play free. And all these players are so hungry, man. Really. It's like in Rocky, once you're like rich, once you make it in boxing, you don't have that attitude. You don't have that eye to tiger no more. It's just you're cush now. You live in lavish. And you don't have that like it's just different. You have things to think about now. Different. Thinking differently then. Same with Josh Allen, same with Stephon Diggs. And you know, according to a Bills fan, McDermott's been under the microscope too and on the hot seat. Because they started off slow. They were supposed to be great. You had all that drama going on with the team. And they found their way in and they won their division. The last game of the season, beat Miami and won the damn division. So the Bills really might not even be a playoff team right now. They might not even have got in, honestly. They lost that game to Miami. Miami would have won the division. And I think the Bills might have been on outside looking in. It's just the same as Pittsburgh. So are they that good? Or are they just all hype? And especially when it comes to playoff times, this is where they choke the most. Because honestly, they've been running that division the past 3 or 4 years, and that division's trash, bro. Miami's finally starting to come around, but shit, that division's been trash for years. For years. And Tom Brady retired, and then they stepped up and took leadership of it. And that division has been trash. Now, Miami's been good this year. They was all right last year, too, I'll say. So are they that good? I would like to see that. I mean, somehow, some way. They've been trying to get him in on that end around. I think that's where you use him and shoot him deep. Shoot him deep, shoot him deep, shoot him deep. Pop him a screen every once in a while. Shoot him deep, pop him a screen every once in a while. Shoot him deep, pop him a screen. I mean, we got Robinson too. So we got talent on this offense, man. We really do. I think we're deeper. They got no Gabe Davis. We got talent on this offense. And even Calvin Austin had a little bit of an injury this year. And Robinson had injury this year too. And Robinson's a guy that's making a lot of money too. Believe it or not. He's making like 11 million or some shit like that. Which I mean is not bank the bank money for some of these wide receivers, but for a third wheel wide receiver, we're paying for him to be like a really dependable slot wide receiver. Basically, I mean I'd rather have Juju really at this point be the third wheel than him. Juju probably be less and better. Perfect guy that we need on 3rd and 10. They can go over the middle and just get done. And then George Pickens, like he was kind of crying about doing the dig routes and shit. So you don't want to waste dig routes on use Juju to do the digs and the Darnell Washington too. That's another guy you should probably throw some dig routes into. Get him the ball. He can just box out defenders and get them easy 5 yard, 6 yard, 7 yard catches just to keep the offense clicking. I can see him coming out of a lot of heavy sets, tight end sets. Who knows? Because the Bills have been known to get beat up and ran against, honestly. So what we want to do. That's what we're going to have to do to win this game. And sustain drives and force turnovers on defense. Mason can't go over there and try to big dick it and throw stupid turnovers and throw it in the windows he shouldn't be throwing it in. And lead his receivers in stride and just take what's there. Take what they give them. And if you got to take a sack, take a sack. Step up in the pocket, take a sack, and move on. Kenny was doing that a lot. If he felt pressure, he tried to bail and fuck the whole play up and lose fucking 17 yards, and then we'd be in a 2nd and 17, and then it would be a 3 and out every time, and it was just terrible with Kenny in there. Honestly, it was so bad. Yeah, that's pretty much what I say. He ain't going nowhere unless he wants to. And that's basically what the speculation and the reports are, basically. From what I'm reading, is he might step away or wants to step away, but I don't see it happening. I agree. It's crazy how different the offense looks with Mason. And that's the thing. When you got a quarterback that can stretch the field like he does, and in only 3 games, he has the second most deep pass yards in the and 60 plus deep pass touchdowns in the league. So they cannot stack the box on us. They have to respect the pass. And like I've been saying all year, that's just defense that did not respect our pass game at all. And it makes it harder to run the ball when something like that happens. But now we run the ball so well, and we got a quarterback stretch in the field, keeps the defenses off balance. And now our defense isn't being left out on the field all game neither. So that is a big difference and a big help. That would be the perfect type of safety we need in this game, honestly. The perfect safety we need. That's Joey Porter's specialties, coverage, man. He's got size. Some help over the top with Minka and Casey. We limit him and contain our run game. I'm walking out of here, man. Say he's not the best at tackling either. That's why I didn't start him right at the jump. He needs to put a little weight on. He's still young. He'll put weight on. I think he's like a 190 or something. He can get up to like 205, 210, and then he'll just be. And that'd be like a season or two. Let's see, when is his second or third year? He'll be really totally physically primed for the game, and he'll just be like he's gonna be really good. I think all pro level. He's playing really at an all pro level right now as a rookie. So the Bills might think they got it easy right now, but they really don't. Even without TJ, it's not one man that makes the defense go. Really ain't. TJ is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But even on defense, it takes all three levels: defensive line, linebacking core, secondary. And we're deep on the D line. Linebacking core is a little bit banged up, but for as banged up it is, I'd say it's teams wish they was had that depth, and the secondary is looking pretty deep, pretty good, pretty healthy. So, and two solid players that we put in case something happened to TJ to step up in this type of situation. He definitely does. He definitely indeed does. That's all you need. I mean, they pulled the best possible road they could have pulled. And they should have had this bad weather game that they were supposed to have and come out of there with the win. But I think they'll still get it done. Yeah, the Bills wouldn't even have been a playoff team. I'm looking at the standings right now. The Bills wouldn't even been a playoff team. They would have the second record, same record as us, and been on the outside looking in if they lost that game to Miami. But they won. So you got to tip your hat off to Buffalo. Miami's looking like they're not the real deal. Still need defense in this league. And Kansas City's got a little bit of defense, and they're beating the Dolphins bad right now, 26-7. They're crushing them, embarrassing them. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because we'll play this game Tuesday or whatever, and then we'll have to play a game on Saturday or Sunday. So we got a short week no matter what. So if a new injury happens, we'll be on a short week, and that player will never have a chance to play because we're on such a short damn week. And we'll have like zero time to prepare. I mean, obviously we already know who we'd be playing, but still. Happened during the COVID year too. There was like 3 weeks in a row where they got like the games wrapped around, and they had to play on like short fucking weeks. And they sustained all these injuries at the end of the year, and then in the playoffs they got beat up by Cleveland. It's like Cleveland got beat up this year. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be a great game. Make sure everybody hits the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want to come up here, rule number one is you gotta show your face before you get on panel. There's a link available for any Bills fans, really any fans of any team that want to come up here. Steelers fans, if they want to come up here. But if you want to come up here, you got to show your face behind the screen. I'll let you up. I would like to have more guests up here and do different content for the channel. And just keep this channel rolling because it's been doing pretty good. It's been growing. So I definitely got to keep bringing more videos so we can get more fans in the chats. Because when I got fans in the chats asking questions, it helps the live. So hit that like and all that shit so we can get some more fans in the chat. Runt, she always got good comments. Steelers freak, you've been coming with some good comments. JP comes with great comments all the time. Especially this one. Asso got funny comments too. Mini. Even his Raven. I think he's a Ravens hater. I'm not even looking at your icon. Care less. Really sucks game's not tomorrow though. It's one of those type of games you want to have on a weekend, man. I mean, shit. It's the playoffs. Nobody thought the Steelers were supposed to be here. But here they are. I think I'm gonna let that Ben video and the comments run out for another 3-4 days because the comments keep coming in on it. And this Mason video I posted, but I think I'm gonna do a video and kind of respond to all the comments on the Ben Roethlisberger thing. Some people were saying, "Oh, I'm upset because the franchise is in a worse condition or a worse state than it is." And basically, I'm going to get into why I think it's we're in a better state than we were before. But just do it in video format and jam pack it all in to one nice little 10-minute video. But nobody wanted to come up, so I'm going to call it for the power hour. And I'm going to end this live. So shout out to everybody joining the live.